So when this story first dropped, I just like most people thought like you've got to be kidding me. Like this has got to be somebody who's out for money, attention. Like what in the world is going on? What would possess somebody to take an industrial strength adhesive and put it on their hair? But the plot thickened. I found out that this Gorilla Glue girl is not actually a girl at all. She is a woman, a grown woman of 40 years old. Whew. So you may be asking yourself the same thing I and many other people ask themselves. Why would a 40-year-old woman put spray adhesive in their hair? Why would you do that? And then, like, I thought about it. The answer to all these questions are hidden in plain sight. I realized after giving it a little bit of thought, I know exactly why Miss Tessica put that spray adhesive in her hair. I know why Miss Tessica walked out that ER. I know why Miss Tessica set up that GoFundMe page. I know why Miss Tessica hired a manager. And I know why Miss Tessica had merch. So make sure you watch this video to the end because I'm going to spill all the tea. So when I first saw the incident with the woman and her hair stuck to her head, I didn't even flinch. It was not long ago that people were doing this rub challenge where people were putting a hair product on their head and bragging about how it wouldn't move. So the first few times that I saw this video of a woman with this industrial strength adhesive on her head, it looked like something that people were doing not that long ago. So it didn't even grab my attention when the original story broke. And the other thing was, a few years ago, or maybe not that long ago, there was this thing where professional hairstylists were putting something that looked similar to how Miss Brown's hair looked in that TikTok as a protective measure underneath gluing weaves on. So again, the initial Tessica Brown video did not trigger anything in me. I just thought it was normal, business as normal on social media. I didn't turn the sound on. I just kept scrolling. Again, because we've normalized, and I'm my sister's keeper. Like, I don't necessarily do all these things, but I am my sister's keeper. So we, collective Black community, do things to our hair to freeze it in place and get that like unnaturally shiny, glossy, glued in place look. So when I saw it on social media, it didn't even click, right? So that's one of the reasons I think Miss Tessica Brown reached for that Gorilla Glue space, because we've made it normal to do things that are unhealthy to our hair. If you go into a beauty supply store, or now that we can't really do that as freely, if you look online, there are so many products labeled glue that are designed to go on your hair. So Miss Tessica probably didn't think anything of it to grab this industrial strength adhesive and put it on her head, because we put things that don't necessarily make our hair feel like hair on our heads all the time. So that's one reason I believe Miss Tessica Brown went and grabbed for that Gorilla Glue adhesive. And I know what some of you are going to say, but it's industrial strength and you should know better. But you know what? The first relaxer came out over 100 years ago, and now people are still putting relaxer in its hair despite it sharing common ingredients with industrial strength drain cleaner. Yes, that's right. The main ingredient in drain cleaner used to dissolve hairs that are stuck in the drain, people are still putting that on their hair. So we can't act like, we're beyond putting industrial strength chemicals in our hair. People still do it all the time. And let's be real, if the right influencer had done the Gorilla Glue with some shea butter or some argan oil or some rice water or something else trendy and said it was for massive hair growth or to get a curl popping, people would have jumped on the trend. The thing that grabbed my attention, as well as other people's attention, is when Miss Tessica Brown went to the ER. That pulled at my heartstrings. That pulled out other people's heartstrings. And people wanted to know how they could help. Chance the Rapper, offered to help her try to navigate this situation, offered their support and offered ways to help her navigate this situation. But when she walked out the ER and she turned down help from cosmetologists, people started, raising their eyebrows like, wait, sis, why are you walking out the ER and why aren't you taking help from cosmetologists? And I'm explaining to you why she did that. She walked out the ER because it is painful to have somebody pouring acetone on your head. And they told her that she would have to endure that for 20 hours. So Miss Tessica Brown walked out the ER because she knew there had to be a better way. And fortunately for her, there was. And the reason why she turned down the cosmetologist, I mean, honestly, I've been talking about going to get my hair done for over a year now. And it takes a lot of trust in cosmetologists to even do something as simple as trim your hair or give you a haircut. So she's supposed to respond to some random cosmetologist on the internet who are offering to help her when, somebody like me can go in and have a conversation with somebody and still be on the fence about whether or not I want to use this cosmetologist. So no ill intent there, right? So I think the reason Miss Tessica Brown walked out the ER is because she knew there had to be a better way to get this adhesive out of her hair rather than subjecting herself to hours of pain. Okay, so that's why Miss Tessica Brown walked out of that ER. Okay, and you might be asking, oh, well, why the manager? Well, why is she getting verified on Instagram? Why all this, things that people associate with influencers? It's because people were coming at her. So when you got all these media outlets all over the place, nationwide, worldwide, contacting you, you need somebody to help you manage that, especially when you're a mother of 5 and going through something, okay? So the reason she has a manager is because she has a lot to manage. It's deep, right? And then you guys might say, well, okay, situation's over. Why is she getting merch? Why not? She's a mom. She has 5 kids, and it's probably hard for her to continue whatever income stream she had prior to the situation. It may be getting difficult for her to continue as a normal person in society, given all the spotlight and attention on her. So you got a family of 5 at least, so you got 5 kids. What are you gonna do? You're gonna make the most of this opportunity, poke a little fun at yourself, and make sure that you can still support yourself and your kids. And so at the end of the day, what was Miss Tessica Brown looking for when she posted that TikTok video? Miss Tessica Brown was looking for help. Okay, y'all? She used TikTok as an avenue to reach out for help. And she found it because her local ER didn't take care of her. They have medicine that can numb you there. Did anybody offer to numb her while they were pouring this acetone on her head? No. But she found a professional in LA who was willing to help her. He put her under anesthesia and did a procedure that would have cost her over $10,000. And I guarantee you it wouldn't have been covered by insurance. She got what she was looking for. She was looking for help. Okay, and so at the end of the day, Miss Tessica got what she deserved. She deserved compassion, she got help from strangers, and she got resolution to her situation that she might not have been able to find without the power of the internet and a venue to share her problem with. So I wish Miss Tessica all the best.